hello. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a good... What's today? Friday. Everyone's Friday is going good. Hope everyone's looking forward to the weekend, seeing as we are now here. None more of the weekday left. Straight onto the weekend. Is good. It is my favorite day of the week. Oh, good. I do have it all registered, which means it did in fact save from last time. I need to flip that back around. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone enjoyed a Pokemon Day. Everyone thought it was a good presents. Or at least good enough to be willing to part with some money. Because that's what they're hoping for, isn't it? I will say, Champions does seem interesting. An interesting concept. The only problem that I have with it is that I think it's a subscription-based service, which kind of makes me feel kind of meh about the whole thing. But at the end of the day, that is just me. You know, most people were probably going to be quite happy with it. But yeah, interesting, very interesting. Yeah, I don't quite know. I don't know what I was expecting when I saw the mobile phone pop up. But I don't think it was that. Definitely didn't think it was that. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with the announcements we got. Obviously, I was surprisingly happy that they kind of went through all the mobile games as quickly as they did. I was like, oh, that's surprising. It's decently cheap. Decently cheap. Decently quick. I looked at the time that was left and I was like, ooh. There is still quite a bit of time left on this presents. I was half expecting for something else. I don't know what. But just, I was half expecting it to be like, here's an extra surprise announcement. So, it's interesting. Very, very interesting. It'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. A little bit annoyed that we didn't get a release date for ZA, but I 100% understand it. It's probably the similar reason why we haven't got box art yet, is because they're waiting for the Switch 2. Just because obviously that announcement is like basically at this point that announcement is next month. So it is interesting. It is interesting that that's the way that they decided to do it. But it is interesting, we'll see. Keep the hopes up that we shall see more stuff in the near future. really? Oh, I wanted to get that, but it's not in stock. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that makes sense. They don't hold anything in store, do they? Nothing holds anything in store nowadays. They have distribution hubs and... I mean, that's fine. But no, we're just gonna chill and let's see how well we do. But yeah, spend today getting to full odd, or getting to half odds even. We're gonna blast past half odds today. That's a trolley. Screw it, I'll buy it. Ooh. Oh, is it just one? Oh, see, that's annoying. Is it one? Oh, I think it's just one. Never mind. Don't want it. Even though it's on discount. Don't want it. All the way down, please. Still not bored of this music. Still not bored of it at all. What is this doing? What are you doing? I know, that's fine. I'll just leave that going. But no, I hope everyone's week is going well. I hope everyone is enjoying the weekend. I hope everyone got some got something out from the presents. You know, be it you enjoy the mobile games, and you know, I audibly gasped when I saw Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza. I was thinking, oh wow, we're getting another ORAS game. Unfortunately not. I was a little bit wishful thinking on that front. Like, oh, it's going to be good. And then it was like, no, it's not. So I was a little bit sad. But that being said, as soon as I realized it was for EX, I was like, that makes sense. And then was it? See, I can't remember. Was it Mega? Was it Mega Evolution? It wasn't Mega Evolution for Pocket, was it? I think it was Mega Evolution for TCG Online. I believe it was. Hey, Henry. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good Friday. I hope your week has been good. I is happy. I is very happy. I is as happy as I'm going to be. As happy as one can be with this, going halfway to odds and still no shiny. But we're making do. We are making do. I'll be honest. I realized watching the Legends trailer, the one that they dropped. I completely forgot. I think story-wise, I think XY was the first Pokemon game that made me cry, like while playing it. And it was because of, I think his name is XY. See, this is the problem now. I can't remember. The Eternal Floette and the whole story with that. And it did. Honestly, it brought a tear to my eye. And so seeing that they're still together in the future, it made me happy. AZ is his name. XY. Why do I think his name was XY? AZ. Which is interesting because obviously it is ZA backwards. I did think it was interesting on the starter choice though. I was a little bit sad. But I mean, obviously, fingers crossed in the future we get more Legends style games. But I'm just like, man, I really want a Gen 4 starter as a starting Pokemon. Obviously, last time we didn't get it. What did we get last time? Rowlet. God, see, this is where the memory comes in. It was Rowlet, Oshawott, Typhlosion. This time, it's obviously Chikorita, Tepeg, and Totodile. Which is very interesting because, honestly, I'm torn on who to pick between the two. Obviously the two good choices being Tepeg and Totodile. I'm not a Chikorita fan. But yeah, apparently the Japanese one says fall 2025, whereas obviously in English we only got the late 2025. But some people said when they launch in November, the typical release, they always say winter 2020, the winter of that year. So people are thinking we're going to see it potentially like September, October, maybe even as early as August. Which would be insane. I'm 100% hoping that it will be on the Switch too. But I'll be honest, I'm glad we got gameplay. Oh, and the new battle system. Oh, don't get me started on the new battle system. I think I'm gonna really love the new battle system. It's getting more and more in line with the anime style of fighting. Where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, if you want, you can literally just tell your Pokemon to avoid the attack, and it will avoid the attack. And I'm like, oh, that's so smart, that's so cool. So they're getting there. They're definitely getting there. I think at this point it won't be long until we could literally just shout at our Pokemon and use voice to action situation. Oh no, it is. It's going to be incredibly broken. But the thing is, Henry, is that it's a single player game. So it's not a situation where you'll be online. And I don't know if it's all attacks. Like, you can just avoid them. Obviously, things like Earthquake or things like that, maybe you can't avoid. But it's definitely interesting. Obviously, Megas are a thing, and we've got like lots of interesting bits. Lots of interesting bits to chew down on. And I imagine, I don't know, maybe there's the Quasar League or something like that. Or Challenge or something like that. The wild areas seem interesting. Obviously, it's very interesting. The early speculation was that it was taking place in the whole of the city, and it literally is. Well, that's the thing. I don't know if it's a guarantee, because looking in the trailer, there's the battle with Totodile and the Tepeg that they use. So you can avoid rollout because you can just tell your Pokemon to move, or you can move your Pokemon away. And then it hit it with a water gun, but Tepeg was running because I think it was a quick attack. And it also looks like moves are on cooldown as well, so you can't spam them. So it turns it not into turn-based, but more into a fluid kind of you have to pay attention to it kind of thing. I mean, we kind of saw that with Legends, right? Where it was kind of like, oh, you don't have to be locked into this cutscene. You can kind of do what you want. So I think it's just expanding on that system just a little bit, where it's like, now you can also roam around and, you know, you can avoid attacks. Literally a case of Pyro using Flamethrower and Pavilion dodging it. But even then, you can still, like, run into attacks and things like that. So I think it's one of those that we're going to have to wait and see gameplay. The annoying thing is that we know Charizard is in the game, which hopefully means we get Bulbasaur and Squirtle as well. But obviously they had to make it clear that we've got Charizard in the game. Love Charizard. Charizard, oh, he's the best. But no, I'll be honest. X and Y, I think the only other one that kind of did it to me after X and Y, I think, was. No, I think X and Y was the only one. Just that whole storyline. I think the X and Y storyline, you know, poke the holes in it that you will. Kind of the ending where it's like AZ had done all of this damage and he was scared that he wasn't going to see his Floette, and we know that ZA is in the future and he's still there. And He's got his Floette. Oh, man. It's just one of those. It's one of those where it's like, man, that made me cry. I might have to play through X and Y again before this game comes out. Oh, that's insane. Do you know what the worst part is for me about Legends is that they've still got the whole team leveling on. Which is annoying because I'm like, if I want to make it slightly more difficult for myself, allow me to do that. Please. Allow me to turn it off. But yeah, it's not like you can dodge every attack. It's also a cool thing if you... I can imagine it being pretty interesting. Because Protect is obviously changing from being a going first to a kind of situational move. You have to time it correctly because I imagine it will have a limit on it on how long it will stay up. So you kind of have to predict it, see it, and then protect to avoid any damage. How's it going? Yeah, it's going good, Zilla. How are you doing? Hope your Friday's going well. Your week has been good. Hope you enjoyed the presents. Oh, nice. Nice chill evening. But yeah. It's interesting. I think I like the idea that with the Legends games, they experiment with they experiment more with like the battle strategy and you know the mechanics of the game and things like that. I think it's really interesting. They did the same with Legends, Arceus, and now they're doing the same with ZA. It's going to be interesting. It's interesting. I'm looking forward to it now. I think it's... I don't know. I need them to give me like a release date. Because I might try and book a long weekend off to play it. It's okay, you're waiting to see the final product before you give your full answer on ZA. But chilling out before work and getting ready to complete your decks in Ultra Sun and Moon. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm going to say, I mean, visually, I think it looks fine. I was really happy to see ZA, AZ, back. It was interesting. I think gameplay-wise, I think, yeah, I have to wait and see if I like the new battle system, but I think it's interesting that they're trying stuff new. That does not surprise me at all, Colt. How are you doing? I hope your week is going well. Hope you're doing good. I hope studying isn't kicking your butt too much. I hope you're able to find some time to enjoy some Pokemon in the interim. Yeah, I cannot whistle like Shaymin, but I do think that Shaymin is pretty cool. Oh, I'm gonna say, I was saying earlier, Cole, honestly, that made me cry. Yeah, no, I did as well. I almost cried watching the presents. I was sitting at work watching it live, and then he popped in with Floette, and I was like, oh, they're still together. It's like, oh, it brings a tear to my eye. Like, hold it together. See what else they've got in store. Because obviously, I mean, I think at the point... Oh, no. I think they mentioned that he was like over 3,000 years old now, or something like that. I can't remember how old he was at the time of X and Y. But obviously, that would give us an idea to how much time has passed from XY to ZA. Which would be interesting. But yeah, it was one of those where it was like, oh no. I think it's the first and only time I've cried playing a Pokemon game. I don't think I've cried any other time. Hey Dom, how are you doing? I hope your week has been good. I hope your weekend is going well. Very nice time where you don't have to spend time soft resetting. Yes. Yeah, I've enjoyed this hunt so much more than I thought I was going to. Back and forwards. Also, a great few days ago, Jada Toys 132 scale Steamboat. A Steamboat Woolly themed Ford pickup. Oh, nice. Very nice. Was it overly expensive, Dom? Did you pay a huge amount for it, or was it decently cheap? Did you connect a fake Nintendo server? Yes, I did. I did, Cole. Yeah, I also got the Darkrai event, because I will be hunting that in the future as well. Really, really want Darkrai as well, but that one's going to be a bit more of a long and tedious hunt. But we're going to hit half odds today, so that'll be something. Cheap, you bought one €15. Oh wow, it was released this year. Ah, here I was thinking it was going to be an older one. But that's not bad. Not bad at all. But no, I think they're just teasing us by not giving us a release date for ZA. It's surprising because obviously we're within the window where they normally give us a release date, right? It's releasing this year. I think they did the same with... Arceus at first, didn't they? They said it's releasing early 2023 or 2022, whenever it was. And then they gave us a release date slightly later on. I think they gave us a release date in November, if my memory serves correctly. Was it November or was it August? Again, they might give us a release date in April after the Switch 2 has been properly announced. Kind of have to wait and see with that. But again, I don't think we've seen the official artwork for the stuff either yet. I do like hunting Shaymin. It's such a chill hunt. I can just sit back and let my mind go dull just while I hunt. Did a Halo Warthog. Oh, man. Part of me wishes I got into hands-on making, kind of designing stuff. Because part of me was like, man, I'd love a Warthog. A real life Warthog. And I'm like, man, I wish I got into like metal fabrication and things like that, where I could make one for myself. But yeah, metal diecast, that's insane. That's so cool. So cool. I really do wish that I had the skill to do that. .124 scale Mac. Oh. That's insane. Oh, it's like, man, I love a Warthog. It's just that young gamer inside my head screaming, man, how cool would it be to just drive around in a Warthog? And I don't mean like a Cybertruck that looks like a Warthog. I mean like a proper Warthog, you know, custom built one. I've seen one build or two builds on YouTube, and I'm like, man, I wish I had that skill. Wish I was more hands-on with some stuff. I mean, I could be. The problem is, I just don't have the space where I am. All the time. Could you imagine how long that takes? I had a clip pop up today. What was it from? The Grand Tour. Where a guy built a replica of a car from a 1 in 32 model. And it was a proper road legal car, and it was all of this, and it was insane. But I was like, man, it took him 16 months, but I was like, man, I'd love to be able to do something like that. Arguably, part of it is starting, you know. It's one of those. It's always nice when you can get, you know, good models, isn't it? But yeah, it's one of those where I'm just like, man, I'd love to have the skills. The skills. Actually, I don't even think it's the skills, because I think you can learn the skills as you go. I think it's more the time and the space. You know, if I could put 7 hours into it a day, it would go by quite quickly. But unfortunately, I can't. So it's one of those where it's like, not amazing. Right, and then that hopefully will be there Sunday. I'm going to have to go and fill up my car on Sunday. Oh, I was hoping to not do it until Monday, but I might even do it tomorrow while I'm out shopping. Unless I get an email saying it's in stock tomorrow, but I doubt it. I even get an email for it. I did. But yeah, I'm gonna say, I mean, 2025, relatively slow year for the game. For the games, just in general. We're only getting... I mean, we're getting champions. If you can call champions a game. That's the problem, is that it's a battle hub. And that's kind of not my cup of tea. So it's just like, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to play it. There's no point. So it's interesting. It is interesting. A lot of TV movie licenses. Oh, really? Well, yeah, that's an awful lot. Do they do a lot with it, Dom? Do they release, like, interesting stuff? Like, obviously, like the Batmobile and things like that. It's 96, I think, is half odds, isn't it? Because then it's 8192 is then full odds. God, it's March tomorrow. God, it's weird. This year has gone by quite quickly. Strangely, alarmingly quick. Alarmingly quick. Do a lot of stuff even with the Batmobiles. Yeah, see, oh man, I'd love to get into collecting that stuff. It's bad enough for me as it is because I have too many hobbies that I'm like, man, I love collecting this. Man, I love collecting that. Man, I love doing this. And I'm kind of broke all the time because of it. You know, starting to look at getting more Lego. Lego's expensive. Pokemon cards, expensive. That's really it. It's two hobbies, but they're two hobbies that cause me to be broke more so than anything. Just really poor spending habits. I kind of need to fix them this year. Well, no, I'll be honest. It's literally been it was literally the end of last year. I'm still suffering from the consequences of my previous habits. That's the problem I'm currently facing. They're also fantastic. Well, yeah, it's more a case of, one, I need to know what to look for. Two, I need to be able to find them at that low price. I shouldn't have... Oh, no, I do have these to pay. Why did I not pay these? I'm going to chase up... past 2 times... Well, past half odds. I was going to say 2 times over odds, but that's not quite true. I should be doing another cash injection next weekend. Oh, I should also double check the situation with the family. That's fine. I'll do that. I'll do that after stream. Mm, 10 to 15. Oh, it's not bad. Bigger ones are 30 to 40. Ah, I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, I know 1 in 32 it is possible to produce something from it that would be road legal, so to speak. But yeah, it's very interesting. Again, it's more finding the money to spend on that. I've got to send... Well, no, I don't have to. I'm going to be sending some Pokemon cards to grading as well, but obviously that costs a few £100. All expensive stuff, man. Look under the box of the Jada Toys model, you'll see the Simba Dicky Toys logo. Ah. Assuming I can find some that are boxed. That is a big assumption. Right, we run backwards and forwards and hope for the best. I'm trying to think, I might be able to go a little bit more today. Can find a lot of them boxed, especially the current ones. Well, that's the thing, is obviously a lot of the situation is it's like Hot Wheels and things like that. That's interesting. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll look into getting some. Maybe there's a couple that I want to look at getting. Oh goodness, the yawns are kicking in already. You know it's a bad day when the yawns are kicking in. The only way that this day could get any better is with a shiny Shaymin. I mean, yeah, the 124 scales are a bit bigger, aren't they? So yeah. Jackson, Storm, and Cruz. Oh, they're harder to get. Well, yeah, they're cars. Cars. You know, they're cars of cars. Or they're cars from cars. I just need to decide what I'm going to have for dinner tomorrow. Man, it's tough. It is tough. Oh, that was the only other thing I forgot to check today is my spam email. Yeah, I did get it. Okay. Yeah. I just wish I had the technical skill. I have the urge to be hands-on and do things. I just don't have the time to put into it. Part of me thinks it's what's the word I'm thinking of? It's a motivational thing. Where it's like, you know, if I was motivated enough to do it, I would be up until like midnight, 1 o'clock every day doing it, but I'm not motivated that much to do anything. I'm like, I want to sleep, so I'm going to sleep. It is rough. Disney Docket did a review on the Jada Toy Scale Lightning McQueen with the tire track. Oh, nice. You have one without it. Ah. Very nice. God, the yawns. Yeah, the only scale car that I have is a Herbie, and I don't know the scale size. I can't remember it. But I do have at least got one. I think it's pretty big, so my assumption would be 1 in 24, but I do not know. I bought it so long ago. I don't even think it's atomically accurate. You know, I don't think it has the correct anatomy of a proper car. I think it's more just a picture one, kind of a more show one. One with tire racks. One without. Ooh. So are you hunting for the other one, Dom, or are you just giving up and just happy with your one? Oh, that's the other thing I need to do is I need to get some videos downloaded. So I have some stuff to watch on holiday if I get bored. You happy with the Jada Toys Lightning Queen you have? Ah. So his video you knew... Oh, through his video you knew about Jada 2 back in 2020. Ah, okay. Like I say, you only need to get them all if you're like a collector kind of thing. You don't need to get all of them if you're not like too worried about having all of them. If that makes sense, You don't ever have to worry about any of that stuff if obviously you don't... you're not too worried about it. Oh, stretchy time. Oh, I love receiving emails from this place. Let's see. What did I get? Oh yeah, that's what I was expecting to come through. I forgot that was coming through today. Oh, Pizza Planet truck. Man. That's how they get you, though, these companies, isn't it? Is nostalgia. You're like, man, I remember watching Toy Story. I remember seeing the Pizza Planet truck when I was younger. One of those, isn't it? Okay, you with the nostalgia. I do love this. I do just love nostalgia stuff. Oh, speaking of nostalgia, what was it? Shrek 5 had its reveal announcement. 5. I haven't watched it. And I don't know if it's... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be their... Again, you can look in the reflection in the trailer. They look normal. Well, no, maybe not. Maybe Donkey does look a bit special. I mean, it's Donkey. It always has amazing... always is amazing with their pop culture models. I mean, that's That's always kind of what you want from a company like that, though, isn't it? You kind of want them to be that interesting, you know? It's interesting. Very interesting, to say the least. Yeah, Gordo, we gone for about 4 or 5 shiny Shaymins today. Yeah, lots and lots of luck. Hope you're doing well. Hope your Friday's going well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Shrek. It's going to be one of those that I don't think I'm going to go and see in the cinema, unfortunately. Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon, I'm going to go see. But much of other stuff, I don't know yet. You have to collect their Hollywood ride series. You missed out on the Jada Toy Goto Fighters. Oh, did you? Oh, that's a shame. Shame, dumb. Got Legends Arceus yesterday again. How many times have you got Legends Arceus, Gordo? Two times. Well, hopefully you don't have to get it anymore. At least it's still available. Oh, is it? Oh, that's good. Oh, plus the Robocop car is currently available. Nice. Always beat the game. Right. Okay. I was a little bit confused. My question was going to be, Gordo, why did you not put them into home? Because then you could restart your game and you don't have to pay for another game. It's a very expensive way to trade your Pokemon over. No, I'm confused. You said you got Legends Arceus again, which to me indicates that you bought the game again. But why did you... Did you just restart the game? You got it once and then lost the cartridge. Helps if I could read. Then you needed to buy it again. Right. Helps if I read. Plus, sometimes Jada expands their licenses, plus adds a few more licensing deals every year. Well, yeah, so it means new stuff all the time, which means it's an expensive one to keep track of. Expensive, very expensive, because they keep adding new stuff. You've opened the new TCG packs. I opened the free ones we got. So I got given... well, no, I got lucky. I pulled a Mewtwo from it. And then I haven't opened. I've opened 2 of the Legends, the Legend Arceus ones. Didn't get anything good. Of course, my brain, the day before was I'd saved up for a really long time, and I just spent all of my not my hourglasses, the glasses on what did I spend it on? Oh, the Dialga set. And then obviously I was like 2 days later, it was like, yeah, there's a new set coming out, and I'm like, oh, why did I spend it? I was like, I'm gonna save it, and then I was like, it's just sitting there tempting me. But how are you doing, Fram? Hope you're doing good. Hope your week is going well. Hope your week is doing good. Do. I went 5 of the new set. Got a single hit. Got the Garchomp EX. Nice. Get golden Dialga though. I got the golden Palkia like day 1 of the release, and I got the other Palkia as well. Didn't get much else from the Palkia set though. Yes, I did, Gordo. Excited for Z8? Man, so. I'm gonna wait and see. We'll wait and see when I get the actual when I get hands on with the game. It looks interesting. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see when the game releases. I think it's interesting, Infram. I'm looking forward to it. I like the concept of the battle system. It's very much just a case of again, hands-on experience is better. Hey Greg, how are you doing? Thank you very much for continuing your membership for 11 months. Almost a full year. We're getting there, aren't we? Guys, insane. Insane. Oh, be careful, G-Ranch, because if you got timed out there for a reason and you're doing it over here, I will just ban you. So, you know. Don't bring any of the drama from that over here. That is all I will say. Who knows, Gordo? Who knows? I'm going to say, we don't know anything about the game, just that there are wild areas. That doesn't mean that there's going to be random legendaries roaming, just it's a wild area. Oh, so you annoyed the mods, G-Ranch. But yeah, how you doing, Greg? Hope your week is going well. I hope you're looking forward to the weekend. Zygar's going to be around at least. Well, we don't know that for certain. We know it's there. Cell forms might be around, but that will probably be in-world location grabs rather than in the wild area. It will be a static encounter, is my assumption. I don't think it's going to be a roaming encounter. I think it's going to be a static one. Again, I find it more interesting we didn't get a release date. The problem is, though, is that we did get a time frame. I think we also got a time frame with Legends Arceus as well. I think they said early the year it was released. I don't think we got a time. I can't remember when we got the official date. I think it was like August. But again, we might get a release date in April when the Switch 2 gets revealed. Oh, that's true. We could see him roaming around. I doubt it, because I can't imagine them doing... I mean, his route would have to 100% be pre-planned. You know, well, obviously it will be. It's not like you could just spawn into the world and roam around willy-nilly like they probably will do in the wild areas. But still could do. It still could be a chasing him around the city kind of deal. Definitely don't want to say, no, that's not going to be the case, but it's possible. It is possible. But we also know that there's going to be cells around, so we might see a perfect form. We might also see a Mega, which is obviously the speculation at the minute. Obviously, ZA is just AZ backwards, so maybe AZ has a role to play in the story. Again, we know he had a relatively big part in the XY games, so it'd be really interesting if they gave him another decently big part to play in ZA as well. I mean, all we know so far is that he runs a hotel, so that's all we know. It depends whether or not he plays a massive part in the story, or if they're just like showing off a character that appears in the story, you know, that you meet. Again, I can't remember if they did that for many of the other characters. Don't think that's gonna happen, Gordo. Yes, I think it was confirmed that it was post XY. I don't remember when, but yeah, I do remember it. Well, yeah, obviously. Given the fact that XY Floette comes back to him. Man, I will say that made me cry when I first saw it, and I almost teared up when I saw AZ and Floette still together. The only thing we don't know is how much time has passed from XY to AZ. It must have been some amount of time, because he's got his walking stick. And I'm pretty sure he didn't have that in the XY, so it's definitely after. So it is interesting. So, yeah, it just depends. I don't know if we've got any confirmation on how long it has been. The best place to look will be be on the website, because surely they've put the they've put stuff on there now. Oh, and season 2 of Concierge. I was so happy when that was the first thing that they announced. When it was like, oh yeah, by the way, Concierge season 2. If you haven't seen it, oh my god, it is amazing. Oh, I didn't think of that, Fram. He does kind of... I think it's because it's the black hair. He does kind of look like him. The male one does kind of look like him. Now, the only thing I did see was that some people were like, oh, you know, the character design isn't so amazing. I'm wondering if they'll allow us to customize the character a bit more in that. Gordo, have you played XY? Have you seen him at all? I'm going to say he is definitely not. So the story is set in Luminous City. Urban redevelopment plan is underway into a space. Compared to it in X and Y games, more greenery adorns the city with a cutting-edge feel. Means it's in the future. I would avoid from saying anything like that, Gordo, because you do not know the age of these characters. Typically, they are young, so just be careful saying stuff like that, because that is very dangerous. Maybe, could be. Right. People don't like how the character design. I mean, I think it's interesting. Again, we're still not like at release, so we're still not at release. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays in the future. But no, looking at the design, I can definitely see Sycamore. Oh, okay, so it's only Floette that has lived for 3,000 years. It doesn't... Oh, no, he claims to be 3,000 years old. Okay, it does say there. Helps if I read. Oh, and it does say... Oh, that's a little bit spoiler, isn't it? They didn't show it in the trailer. But they do say on the website that complete form is going to appear in the game. I mean, you know, it's ZA. We were always going to assume that it was going to appear in the game. But it's interesting they didn't show it in the trailer. But obviously they did show... They do say on the website it's a thing. Yeah, and then all we got on the website is worldwide in 2025. It is interesting. Yeah, the only thing we're unsure about is if we're getting any new megas. Obviously, as of now, they've only showed old megas. Which makes sense. You know, they don't want to play all their cards immediately. We might see more of it. We might see more info on it in... Well, I'm hoping we see more info on it and possibly a release date on the Switch 2 release. I don't think they say what they were playing it on, right? Just that it does not affect gameplay experience. I'll be honest, again, trailers are kind of hard to go off of. It looks like it's running pretty good. And part of me makes me think that, is it being played on the Switch 2? Cutscenes are kind of hard to go off of because obviously they're cutscenes, so they're kind of pre-animated and things like that, but The actual gameplay, maybe. Oh no, it will be Enfram. They'll be backwards compatible. But I think the version we were seeing it played on was the Switch 2. That being said, the buildings... I didn't notice this first of all, but when you go into the cutscene... I just noticed it, and now I can't unlook at it. At 1 minute 36 on the official extended look at ZA, when you enter the zone, the buildings are flat, but they've got like painted on balconies. So there's like so little detail. The buildings are flat, so I do think it is relatively early in development. I just noticed it, and now I can't unsee it when I look at the buildings. So again, not perfect, but it's interesting. They could have done that just to save resources, but... It's like, even like the arches and all of that, they look relatively flat. Now, the interesting one is the view on top of the building. The hit pound on stuff. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Hope you have a good weekend as well. Thanks very much for stopping by. See you again soon. Oh, sorry, excuse me. On top of the building, you can see trees that are rendered in the distance. Yeah, that's the thing, Greg. We kind of have to wait. I mean, it is only a month and a bit until we get the you know, announcement, reveal, whatever. Again, April 2nd, I think it's the 2nd, isn't it? It's not that far away. No, it's not. It's the 4th, sorry. No, is it the 4th? Is that April? Am I right? No, I think it is the 2nd. Or is it the 1st? I can't remember. But yeah, so looking at that, there is actually trees rendering in the distance, which is kind of cool, but again, it's very rough to know. But the battling system does look interesting. Yeah, all the details on the buildings are flat. Now I've seen it, I can't unsee it. It makes sense to a degree. But it's not quite there. I think in the wait, was that Looker? Hold up, sorry. Was that Looker's office? I think it is. I completely blocked this out of my mind originally. I completely forgot that Looker was in the original game. I think that's his office. I think we'll get a different reincarnation of Looker. Is his name Looker? I can't remember now. Yeah, I think it's the 2nd. I don't think it's the 1st. Subject change. Yeah, it doesn't say what it was played on. I mean, not all of them do, I'll be honest. But no, so yeah, it's the 2nd of April, so we're like a month and a bit away. Or possibly Emma, yeah, it could be. It could be. It's just that I was just looking and it's just like, hold on. I vaguely remember, I was like, it's a really weird thing to put an office into this. It's not like it's not like the hotel. There's no character in it. yeah, it looks like it's got a board with a load of strings on it, and you know, looks like a desk. I think it looks exactly the same as his office from the original X and Y, which is really interesting because if obviously a huge amount of time has passed in the story, it is interesting. I think it's interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the story. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm hopeful. I think the battle system is what I'm more looking forward to. Because again, Legends has kind of, at this point, with the new battle system coming in Z8, has kind of defined itself as the testing ground for new features. You know, it's kind of like, oh, you can do some of this cool new stuff. That being said, I don't think we're going to get that battle system into Gen 10. It's not going to happen. I do think that it's interesting. I was half tempted. I saw a load of videos yesterday that was just like so-and-so's reaction to ZA. And I'm like, I could do that, but I have nothing interesting to say. I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, AZ. And then I was like almost crying. Almost crying when I saw AZ. But yeah, it looks like they have the... I don't think that's the mansion from the first one, because that was just off the route. It looks like they've got the Pokemon Lab. I think that's what that is. The main walk down looks about the same as well. It's interesting. Very interesting. And again, the map potentially is pretty big. I think potentially like 6 or 8 wild areas, I think. At least. It looks like there's circle wild areas around the center. Which is interesting. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm glad we got gameplay. That was my big gripe of the reveal trailer, was no gameplay. So it's kind of glad we got that. Bought Skyrim for the first time. Oh goodness, Snivy. Good luck. I'm one of those people who's bought Skyrim a couple of times. How big are the wild areas, you wonder? See, that's the thing. In the trailer, it looks like they're decently big. Yeah, it's interesting. Because they have to be pretty big, because we're not going outside of the city. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting on like how rare a Pokemon spawn and all of that. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's like shinies as well. We don't know how shinies are going to work, but we'll probably get that just before the release with all the data mining and all of that stuff that goes on. I know they like to do it as well. Detective Pikachu. Interesting. I didn't get Detective Pikachu vibes, but I can see what you mean. They're trying. It's very much trying to do Rhyme City. I wonder if we'll get a potential mention of Rhyme City in the game. As like, we're just doing what has already been done in Rhyme City, but we're just bringing it over to... I doubt it, but it would be interesting. Well, again, I'm wondering if the areas have like a boss Pokemon. That would be interesting. Also, the antagonists, or the rivals, are just the protagonists with a different eye and hair color. Oh yeah, I'm not the first one to realize that that looks like Looker's office. It is, someone else realized it as well. But yeah, I'm glad I also just realized that after the fact as well. We like the design. I don't think there's anything wrong with the design. It just kind of feels like they're simplifying the characters and rivals down a lot. But yeah, they reckon that ZA was being, and Gen 10, being developed for the Switch 1 and Switch 2 in parallel, which might explain why it got delayed from last year. Because they're doing 2 versions. Okay, I have a question because I don't own any of the digital games. If anyone who does, feel free to let me know. If I download a digital game, I imagine then you can run it offline, no problems, right? You don't have to be connected to play it. You just have to be online to download it. Because again, my thinking is, what's the difference between the cartridge and not the cartridge? Because the cartridges don't hold the game, they don't hold the saves. Or they might hold the game, but it's very unlikely that they do given how small they are. Well, although maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I was going to say micro SD cards are a thing, so maybe not. Maybe I'm just hallucinating. Maybe I'm just making stuff up. Tweet, 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 tweet. It will be, Snivy. It's going to be on both consoles. There's no way that they won't release them on both consoles. And again, the consoles are backwards compatible. So, you know, your Switch 1 games will work on your Switch 2. And I imagine, depending on if they're specific versions or not, but your Switch 2 game, physical game cartridge, might work on the Switch 1. Unless they specifically say that, you know, you can't do that, which they haven't yet. Yeah, I am getting the new console as soon as I physically can. I'm gonna start squirreling money away for it. Although I need to question work. They owe me money. I think it's going to be weird ones and also like really old Switch 1 games. But again, all like the downloaded games, it will work possibly. I don't know, yeah, but Labo probably won't and maybe some other ones like that won't work. But no, it's interesting. We'll see. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see. We'll get more info soon. So again, it's that kind of... We're in that kind of limbo. But what were people's... here's an interesting one. What were people's thoughts on Champions? Because from what I understand, from what I've seen, from what I've heard, basically from what I've seen on Twitter, is that Champions will be a digitally only game. So no physical... on a digital only, and it will be a paid title, so it's not going to be free. So you're going to have to pay for it to play it on mobile. And apparently it's being developed for Gen 10, and it will probably be more than a year before it releases. But obviously it allows you to play in the VGC even if you've only played, well, without owning the mainline games. So you can get into competitive battling with just Pokemon Go. And Home. We're thinking about streaming with Persona 3 Nuzlocke. Ooh, good luck, Snivy. Good luck. It was super interesting. It'd be cool to see how all the gimmicks from all the old games interact with each other. That's true, it will be. Or... No, I don't think they're locking them off. I don't think that's the case. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know if all the gimmicks are like confirmed to be working. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I'm looking forward to it. Oh, it's going to be. The starters are going to be shiny locked. Starters are going to be shiny locked. All the legendaries are going to be shiny locked. All the mythicals are going to be shiny locked. That's just how the Pokemon games have worked. And I think that's how they're going to work in the future. It is a shame, but it is just the nature of the beast now. I think it's a possibility, Greg, at this point. Especially seeing as... Especially seeing as how they are trying to get a paid service to replace it. I mean, we don't know that for certain, Greg. We kind of do have to wait and see. Yeah, knowing how they've been going recently, I wouldn't say that it's not likely going to happen. It could happen. And that's the problem. But yeah, who knows with what Game Freak is doing. I'm honestly... It wouldn't surprise me. It's just nice, again, connectivity into home. So obviously they only said that you could bring Pokemon up from... for Champions anyway. From Scarlet and Violet. But obviously you've got all the other Pokemon titles as well. As long as you can get them into home, you can use them. Which also would be interesting on Battle Bond Greninja. Could you utilize Battle Bond Greninja? I don't know if it changes its ability when you put it into home. If it did, then obviously you can't use it. If it doesn't, and it only changes it once you try and bring it into a different game, then maybe you could utilize it in that. Again, because it only exists in... Is it Sun and Moon? I know it only exists in one game, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So it would be interesting if you could utilize that. Again, it's very unlikely that you can use that. But obviously, it is something to think about. That's why I don't think they're going to allow all the old battle features into one. Also, it's going to have a limited dex. That's also something, apparently. Pokemon Champions won't have a national Pokedex, only a limited selection. But more will be added in the future, apparently. I want to see... Oh, and then the Mega Cards. Was that in just TCG? That wasn't Pocket, was it? That was just the main trading card game. Yeah, it was. Okay. We got events, and then they did the battling. Oh, no, they do. They do show Megas. Oh, yeah, there is everything. Of course there is. I didn't really pay attention. It wasn't something that I overly cared about. But, yeah, Terras and also Megas fighting against each other. Screenshot footage, blah, blah, blah. Subjects are featured to change, does not affect gameplay experience. Pokemon and Nintendo Switch trademarks of Nintendo. The thing is, here's the thing. Pokemon Champions is very much going to be a case of... It's going to either be a new... It's either going to be a new section in their competitive scene, or it's going to replace the TCG. Also really interesting that they're coming to iOS. So yes, it's whether or not for Gen 10 they get rid of the competitive scene for each individual generation and only hold it in Champions going forward. The only problem is that limited Pokedex. If, let's say, there's only going to be 150, 200 Pokemon, the likelihood is that they'd swap for it from... oh, here you go. So limitations apply. At the time of release, only select Pokemon will be available for use in Pokemon Champions. Not all Pokemon available in Pokemon Home will appear in Pokemon Champions. The Pokemon you can send... Pokemon you can send to Pokemon Champions via Home are limited... The Pokemon that appear in Pokemon Champions. The Pokemon you have originally obtained in Pokemon Champions cannot be deposited in Pokemon Home. Pokemon you can bring over to each game via Pokemon Home are limited to the Pokemon that appear in those games. So you can also then catch Pokemon in Champions as well, by the sounds of it. But they're limited to Champions. Possibly, or are they saying that Pokemon you bring over into Champions can't go back anymore? Like, once they're in Champions, that's it. Kind of like how Pokemon Go, once you send them to Pokemon Home, you can't send them back in to Go. I wonder if it's a situation like that. Again, see, the confusing thing is... On the diagram that they show for Champions being a thing, deposit withdraw for Scarlet and Violet into Home, send for Pokemon Go, but it's called Connect for going into Champions. It's not like you can send and receive. It just says connect. So I don't know. But yeah, it would make sense that this platform would be for VGC. And again, if they do it before Gen 10, then that also kind of makes sense. Yeah, it was interesting because the first time we heard ZA spoken in the whole presents was the language stuff. So yeah, I mean, I guess maybe you can catch Pokemon in Champions, or obtain Pokemon in Champions is probably more so the case. It might not be catch, it might just be obtain. Alright, I need to run to the loot. I'll be right back. Oh, okay, I'm back. Oh, I'm not. I'm definitely not here. I don't know if that's... is that the mic? Oh, no, it's the, music. I think. Yeah, I thought it was... I thought it... bloody firing, crackling. you go. Some actual bloody background music rather than just freaking fire crackling. Yeah, it was the background music that I put on. And it just turns out it wasn't background music at all. It was just fire crackling. Which is great. The problem with not being able to hear it is that I just assumed when I first hit play on it that it was just that first one that was special, but nope. That was not the case. But anyway, Pokemon Sleep is interesting. Obviously, they've released Darkrai and Cresselia are coming, which is nice. Again, as a Darkrai fan, gimme. Couldn't care as much about Cresselia, but obviously Darkrai is nice. Yeah, apparently, Greg. Apparently, I didn't think it was just 10 hours of that, but apparently it is. Which is good, because I messed up big time on that. You can't really count it as ASMR though with me yapping in it as well, can you? Part of me was like, I would really like to do that just for Legends Arceus, just that fire thing, and just put like a 10-hour long thing on with it. Funny parody ASMR, yeah. Just put metal pipe sounds everywhere. But yeah, I mean, so I do have some good news on the other stuff. On stuff non-Pokemon related. We have been playing games on a Wednesday. Last week was obviously the first time we did it. This week, out of the original 4, we were down to 2. So we were just kind of like, what we're gonna play. We just couldn't pick anything. And then we was playing stuff, but it was like late, and we were like, well, we don't want to bother streaming it. So we didn't. But yeah, I kind of could do it. God, let's go. What time on Wednesday usually? 6 p.m. Same time. Yeah, normal time on Wednesdays. I mean, yeah, gotta try and get everyone together. We haven't done a full game with everyone, so. But yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. Shaymin will shine soon. But yeah, looking forward to Pokemon. This year might be a little bit dry in terms of games, but then last year was also quite dry as well, so we shall see. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I think, yeah, I do think Champions is going to be the new VGC. Yeah, VGC is going to be the way that the game works. Oh my god, the yawns. Hold on, man, I'm really behind schedule that badly. Hold up. 180, 160. No, am I on pace? God, this is the problem. No, 320. No, I'm well under pace. Ugh. But yeah. Gonna be an interesting little while. They had to rerun games because it kept crashing during matches. Oh, really? I mean, again, it depends how long it takes to come out. But restricted Pokédexes aren't anything new for VGC. Because if they do it based off of again, Scarlet and Violet are exactly the same, limited Pokédex. Not mega limited, mind you, but obviously smallish. So happened, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's whether or not champion is just forever. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. It does seem like it is going to be just a replacement. I think the limited Pokédex is good for VG. Has been good for VGC. Yeah, oh, you know, it definitely is good. Yeah, it just depends on what Pokemon they're adding in, because they kind of, again, Terastal kind of works with all Pokemon. Mega is a very limited amount of Pokemon that could be Mega. So it's a case of, you know, Dynamaxing was all Pokemon as well. Terra is also all Pokemon. Dynamax, all Pokemon. If I'm remembering correctly. It's just interesting because it kind of, you have to kind of give it specific, you kind of have to either allow with Dynamax, with Megas, there is just a limited amount. Again, if there's only one Charizard, if there's only one Mega Pokemon, everyone might use that. It is interesting. But yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with it. And we have no idea for time frame. Again, I don't so much care about the limited decks. I do think it's going to be interesting either way, though. Gonna just focus on the Shaymin. Too far. No, I'm hopeful. ZA is getting me excited for Gen 10. Because again, if they can get some of the performance stuff down and they can get it on the Switch too, it's going to be nice. Oh man. Well behind the pace, actually. Today I am suffering. But yeah, 2025, relatively flat. No remakes. No remakes on the horizon, just Legends. Oh, but yeah, 2025. I'm excited for ZA. A couple of other stuff that I'm looking forward to as well. Man, an hour would give me, what, 160, so I'm well behind pace today. It's bad. Just need to keep on with a decent pace. Man, neck clickies. Bit of a stretch. Let's keep going. But no, I'm looking forward. Oh, the only thing I need to do is I need to sort out some other bits. But yeah, 2020. I honestly feel like I'm not going to get many shinies this year. God, Shaymin is adorable. Up, up, up. Or two. What's the palindrome for this one? 4 3 3 2 3 4. That's be the palindrome. I'm interested with champions though. If you can capture Pokemon in champions, that's going to be interesting. Don't think you can though. I think I'm taking this weekend off, aren't I? Am I taking this long weekend off? Oh yeah, originally I think I was taking a mega long weekend off, but I'm not. Taking a slightly less weekend off. Maybe? Yeah, it could be. Maybe you can rent teams. Kind of like Cynthia's team from BDSP kind of situation. That's the only thing I want to double do is, it's the only other thing I want to check is the weather. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's perfect conditions. Good. Yeah, rental teams would be a cool way of doing it. Coliseum, yeah, exactly. I want to just double check. That's good. Weather still looks good. Skiing in like 2 weeks' time. Guys, 2 weeks' time. It really feels like it's like going insanely quick. Oh man, I really want to play... What was the one that I played before? I played something before and I was like, I want to play that again. Battle Revolutions, that was it, on the Wii. I really want to play that again. Really want to play that again. I did. I got that game. It was interesting. I'm trying to remember how much of it I can remember. I can't remember huge amounts of it. But I remember I had it. I remember I played it. I remember I had a decent amount of fun with it. I think I need to play some of the oldie games. You know, I think some of that stuff I kind of want to do. Was it just a battle simulator? It had a story. Hold up. Pokemon Battle Revolution. It was the Diamond and Pearl version. It was basically like Colosseum, I think, but it was like Gen 4. I need to find a Wii. I need to find a Wii, but yeah, it's like... It's a battle thing. Funny enough, I never played Colosseum either. Yeah, I need to get me some old consoles hooked up. Get some old consoles hooked up and maybe look at playing them. Playing some of the old games. The oldie but goodies. Yeah, see, I mean, I'm sure I have a Wii somewhere. I feel like I need to get a shelf for all of the consoles and just stick it above my desk. I'm pretty sure... do they sell? I might have to look. I mean, I'm going shopping tomorrow. I was kind of hoping to pick up my Argos order, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Might try and see if I can find me a floating shelf, or just a shelf in general that I can put all my consoles and that on. I can hide them. I can put them above my desk. I can then do all of the cable management stuff as well that I've been holding off doing since November. Since I originally built my desk. That's how bad it is. But yeah, I wanna play some of the older games really bad. Local game was having a post-tournament clean out. Oh really? Clearance. Bought a 4K TV off them for 150 quid. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm half tempted to get me a TV or a monitor or something just to stick on the end of my desk, but I don't need it is the problem. Oh, but I got my first paycheck with my new wage this month, today, which I was surprised about. I was told it was coming in to fruition next month, but apparently it was starting this month. Did not even realize it. I am owed a bit of money though from the company, so I will be bringing that up with the HR soon. I didn't get it last month, didn't get it this month, but I know I'm due a bit of money, so. Half of me was thinking I'll wait until next month and see if they add it onto my paycheck next month. And then bring it up. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll wait a bit longer. Maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. That will go out today. That will go out today. Oh, I was hoping. Actually, no. I'm due a nice injection of money as well. People owe me. I'm owed a little bit of money, so I will be getting more money in the account the month. So that will be good. Middle of the month. Well, the thing is, the agreement that I came with them, because they came and talked to me in January, and they were like, look, because you've got 2 weeks of holiday, you know, you can't take it. He doesn't want you taking it, so we'll pay you for them. We'll give you the pay for them. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. They were like, well, we might have to spread it over some months. I was like, yeah, no, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Again, you know, I don't need the money instantly. And then January, I got my December paycheck. I got my December pay bonus. And then this month, I got my new hourly one. So I'm going to wait and see, because March might get slightly busier. And there might be more money in the company for them to pay me. It's kind of why I was like, well, I'll just wait until the end of next month, and if there's no traction on it, then bring it up. again, you know, it's not the end of the world for me. So I don't mind waiting an extra month and hoping that there's more money in the company. But yeah, I'm okay waiting a little bit longer, just as long as I get it eventually. Because, I mean, it is a chunk of change. I mean, as far as they're concerned, Greg, even though they gave me a contract in November, early December, I haven't signed it yet. It's kind of been verbal stuff. So, yeah, it's not amazing. I have only been there for almost 4 years. But yeah, I'm gonna say, if I'll bring it up at some point. I should have done it this morning, but I completely forgot. And then by the time I remembered, she'd already gone home, so that's kind of like, meh. Yeah, I started end of July 2021. I mean, Greg, you're doing the min-maxing though. You're going to the place that pays you more. I don't have the skill set to be able to do that. That's the thing. And I also don't think that I will be doing YouTube anytime as a full-time thing anytime in the near future. So it's not like I can quit and do this full-time. Not without trying to milk more money out of everyone. And considering Dingle was nice enough to gift 15 memberships. Was it yesterday? No. Wednesday. I don't want to take advantage of that kindness by being like, give me memberships, you know, or putting up the price. I don't need to, so there's no point. Again, if my brain, my way of thinking is, if I want to get more money from YouTube, I kind of have to focus more on doing it as a job, you know, make videos, do all of that sort of YouTuber stuff that's not merch or anything like that. Greg, you did not need to do that. Greg, thank you very much for gifting the 20 memberships. Dingle got it that time. This is going to be chat for the minute. Let's see. So last time, well, when Dingle gifted the memberships, a few people came in and was like, oh, notification. I didn't realize YouTube notifies you when you get given memberships to channels. I never realized that it did that. It was honestly quite surprising. But 20, Greg, that is very generous of you. So very generous, and most definitely not needed. Funnily enough, I was thinking, oh man, I want to show up Dingo and go, and be like, yeah, I'm gonna create a tier specifically for gifting. That's the $4.99, you know, the $5 a month. Just be like the gifting tier. But, you know, again, there's no real bonus that I have for members. So I do kind of need to pull my finger out and get that sorted, don't I? Well, I'm going to work on that this week. I'm going to say, I think I'm taking this, quote-unquote taking this weekend off. This weekend is going to be, this week, I'm going to be back next Thursday. No, next Wednesday, because I'm not going to be able to do next Saturday. So I'm going to spend this weekend doing some stuff, and we'll see. We shall see if I can make progress. I know Twitch emails. Twitch gives you a little pop-up and says, oh, you've got gifted a membership. I just didn't know YouTube did it. Again, I've not been lucky enough to have been gifted a membership. But then I'm also not a part of many YouTube streams. So, you know, it's not likely that that's going to happen, because I think it does it. I know it does it based on, like, watch time and you know, activity maybe. I know it's just an interesting one. It's just interesting how it does it. You know, but I never thought that the best way of making money is to just beg for it. It's such a simple solution. I should have thought about that ages ago. Little old me suffering. But yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, I'm hoping. Let me think. If I do Saturday, Sunday recording, I might be able to get something out Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, if I can record it over the weekend, which I should be able to do. Well, I won't be able to. Well, no, I might be able to do some stuff. We'll see. Maybe it will be a members specific thing that will just be me doing some testing. Before I do like a big old attack thing for it. And it will be one that will stay members exclusive. It won't be one that kind of goes into the realm of other stuff. Now, the other thing I was thinking about was, instead of, I don't know how I feel about it, but I was thinking, instead of streaming on a different channel for non-Pokemon stuff, what if I made the streams for non-Pokemon stuff members only? Not entirely sure on that. Hey, Shadow, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope your February has gone good. Hope you're looking forward to March. You're doing good. Hope your week's been good. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that it's kind of hidden. Well, it's kind of hidden, and, well, it's not. It just doesn't have any content on it, so it's a very difficult one to try and find. No artwork, nothing, so it just looks like a basic channel. So yeah, maybe that's the shout. And again, then it doesn't mess up with the algorithm too much. It allows people who do. I mean, you know, I feel kind of bad limiting it, so it might also be a Twitch thing as well, but then uploaded as a YouTube for members only. No, I think it would be better if it was just a stream. We'll see. Maybe I'll look at dual streaming it to members only, and then to also Twitch as well. Actually, can I be bothered to stream on Twitch? Probably not. No, maybe we'll just keep it as a members only thing. I'm just thinking, tomorrow there's a possibility that I will be playing some stuff again, so it might be that I do that tomorrow then. But I won't know that until the evening, so it will kind of be a sporadic thing. We'll see. I'm gonna just sit though in this Discord and just see if I can get any answers from anyone. $99 more checks to go. Yeah, it's going to be a bit longer of a stream today as well, because I is just sucking quite badly. But also then it just means that there is also more kind of members content on the channel, right? Because the members only streams can just sit there and then, you know, it's like, oh, Pete's playing other stuff. Again, a bit more adult in theme. But potentially good. Well, different. Different is the answer. And again, it's like it's a one-time a week thing. At least at the minute. Maybe in the future it will grow to be a bit more, but we'll see. Adult themes in terms of the games, not so much like, you know, it's not going to be, not that we're mega PG anyway, but, you know, it's like it's not going to be PG. You know, it's going to be a bit of swearing, it's probably going to be a, you know, more just dicking about, because that's kind of all we do. We are kind of notorious for just dicking about. And again, if I am streaming tomorrow, it will probably also go for a bit longer as well. Just because, again, Saturday I don't have a lot to do. So it might be like a 4-5 hour stream. It might even start a bit earlier as well. I'm just thinking it is only me for dinner tomorrow, and I'm thinking of getting me some ramen. What I wanted to try, actually, I saw it a while ago on the internet, where it was like, oh yeah, if you put an egg in after you have the ramen and you kind of blitz it up, you then can make like an omelet out of it. And I was like, I kind of want to see, I want to kind of try that. So I was thinking of doing the cup noodle hack. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, so that's the only annoying thing is I'm out shopping in the morning. I'm shopping in the morning. I'm then out for lunch. And then I've got a bit of the afternoon. And then in the evening, possibly streaming, playing stuff. In case you're wondering, it's probably going to be Mech Warriors 5 Mercenaries. Me and my brother started that on Wednesday. We had quite a bit of fun with it. We're not particularly good, but we had a bit of fun with it. So I'm probably gonna play. We might play that again, if not something else. But I kind of wanted to see if I could catch him and have a chat with him about it. I'm kind of hoping he's smart enough to see me in the Discord channel and go, oh, I'll join him. Or what does he want? He might not, though. Oh, but then I was also hopeful to potentially play the new jump ship game. It looks pretty cool, but I've only requested beta access for that. Who knows if I actually get it. Might take a bit of time. I think I'd heard of the series before, but I'd never played the game before. Basically, it's exactly what it says. You fight other mechs in like a PvE situation. So it's like, mech versus mech. It's like a mech lover's dream. And as someone who adores mechs in general, I really, really love that game. Well, I'm really enjoying it. I've not played a lot of it. It's like a semi-management kind of thing where you've got to take care of your weapons, you've got to take care of your loadout, you've got to make sure you've got money and all sorts. Well, I mean, I was thinking of buying Monster Hunter Wilds. That came out today. Reviews are mixed on it, though. But apparently it is not that optimized. It's mixed reviews on Steam, even though it literally launched today, which is not a good sign. So I'm glad I don't have huge amounts of money to spend on it. But no, the only reason we were playing Mech Warriors 5 was because it was on Game Pass. Because two of our players are on Xbox and 2 of us are on PC, we kind of need games that are cross-platform compatible. And funny enough, Game Pass is amazing for that because it's just kind of, you can kind of see it all built in, which is pretty nice. I'm trying to convince everyone to to do a Halo playthrough where we play like Halo 3 on Legendary or something like that, and just try and like go through one of these really hard games, because we're all gamers. I just thought, you know what? What's more fun than torturing everyone? Nothing. Nothing is better than torturing everyone. But yeah, I mean, I'm not mega caught up on game releases. I see interesting bits on Instagram, on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, I'll put that on my watch list. I've got a couple of interesting ones that just sound interesting, that I'm looking at potentially getting at some point. There's Duckside, which is like a battle royale. Well, it's not a battle royale. It's a survival game, but you play as ducks. Oh, and then Dino Blade. I want Dino Blade, which is basically it's described as an action RPG game that takes place after events about dinosaurs. You're a young dinosaur with a great sword. Basically, it's dinosaurs fighting with swords. And how weird and that whole universe. I really want that game. There's no release date on it, so I'm kind of like, hopefully it's going to be a good one. Oh yeah, they posted, there's a lot of like little snippets. It's really cool. If you get a chance, give it a Google air. Yeah. Dino Blade. It looks freaking sick. The guy who's working on it knows what he's doing. To say the least. But yeah, there's a lot of games that's like, we should play this, we should play that, but it's trying to get everyone together on a day of the week. But yeah, there's a lot of kind of interesting games that I'm like, I want to play that. Oh, I also might try Temtem. I bought that when it first was in early access, but I think it's now fully released. I played 3 hours. I last played it 5 years ago. I last played it the 1st of February 2020. So I'm sure a lot has changed. Yeah, I got it. I got it on the early access price. 2 million users across all platforms. Not a huge amount, but also not the worst. They released a plushie. 2 million accounts, though, is different to 2 million players. Not bad, mind you. 2 million people is a lot of people. Especially when the game costs £40. Oh my goodness. How much did I pay for it? Have a look. How much did I buy it for? I bought it for £28. It was not cheap. It was not cheap when I got it in 2020. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, is that it's not cheap. It's comparable in price to an actual Pokemon game. But maybe that's something we'll do. Maybe I'll just do a member stream of me playing Temtem. Or just like a full playthrough of Temtem that's a member's stream, and then maybe make a video out from it or something. God, it's weird to think that we're like less than a month away. I think we're even only like a few days away from the year memberships being a thing. I'm pretty sure it was the 5th or 6th of March that I enabled it. Hold up. I think I can check. Earn memberships. I mean, all I can see is Hudson's also on 11 months, as well as you, Greg. I'm gonna have to go to analytics to see it, though. Lifetime? Here we go. Oh, so the 18th of March, I think, was when it all went through. So, yeah. I'm away on holiday when that happens. When that cycle's over. I leave on the 16th. Oh yeah, the memberships really mess up with the YouTube's money stuff. Yeah, I think the year mark is the next badge. Yeah, I think the year one is the next one. I think. Oh my goodness. Do you want to know what's insane? I've clicked on the membership tab. YouTube says create up to 6 price levels. What? Alright, I'm going to create another one. For super fans, we're going to go for £439.99 a month. That's insane. Yeah, so if I was to do another tier, I would probably just do the £5 a month tier. Like, just because I don't need any more money than that. That's the thing. When I look at some people's memberships stuff, it just seems insane to me. Go to subscriptions. Let's go to this channel. Does this channel have memberships? Yeah. So it's £5, £13, or £30 a month. And 5 is the beginning tier. So the perk for the tier 2 is this person will follow you on Twitter and group calls on Discord at the max tier. Wait, what is those rewards? Let's see what else. See if any other channels that I follow have them. No, oh no, you don't. You do. Okay, £2, £9, £23. And the top one is just optional if you want to show support. The £9 one is name at end of videos. And then the £1 is all the £2 is all the stuff. See, that's fine. Because to me, that's fine. You know, it's just like, you know, that first tier, you basically get everything. But, you know, optional stuff if you want to support further. That I think I'm fine with. This channel. 2 tiers. £2 or £45 a month. Includes a dinner and gameplay. Cool. I'll charge 50 quid for anyone who wants to play a game with me. Right. They only have 1 tier. Okay, that's £2 a month. That's fine. That's 99p. See, he's like me. That's a channel that I like. And then in comparison, let's look at the VTuber one. 4, 9, 23. Yeah, about right. Loyalty badges. It's in Japanese, so I can't read it. And it's in Japanese, so I can't read it. Another VTuber. £3 a month. See, that's kind of understandable, you know? Only having 1 tier is kind of... It's weird that YouTube wants to push you for more. Yeah, see, £3 a month. It's interesting. Custom emotes, priority to reply. See, there's not a huge amount that kind of people offer. It's weird. It's a weird one. I mean, that's interesting. That is interesting. I'm gonna say, I mean, it's an interesting way of doing it. Again, I could kind of roll it up into 1 tier, but again, I don't have merch. So it's like, I can't offer discount on merch. You know, I don't want it to be like, you tell me what game to play and I'll play it. Because I like to play the games that I like to play. It's weird. It could be cool, Slayer. Again, I don't quite know how well that feature would work, but... I don't know how a move like that would work, but would be pretty cool. Yeah, scroll down in the feed far enough. All I see is freaking reactions to all of that stuff. All of the you know, Pokemon Day. See, they don't have it. I know this channel has it. The thing is, see, the problem is I don't have an excuse, because I'd be like, man, 50 quid. I don't even own Mario Kart. But then I'm like, well, technically you'd be buying me Mario Kart, so technically I could. Also, I hate to tell you, Greg, I'm pretty goated at Mario Kart. Just saying now. Racing games are my jam, so you would not survive in that situation. Oh, see, they have a £5 one. Early access to new videos. I don't really care. You know, that's an interesting thing, but not too bad. And members only live streams. Considering the videos they upload one every like 3 months, you know, it's not a benefit to that, but it's more just that they stream every day. And I think their shorts do pretty well, right? Okay, no, some of their shorts don't do amazingly. Considering this is a channel with almost 60k subs, they don't do all that well. No, to be fair, I don't know any of the shortcuts. If you're that sweaty, then no, I don't think I could beat you. If we were doing just a normal race, I think I'd be fine. I think I would 100% be able to beat you. Or at least stand a pretty good chance, you know? Scald is interesting because it's classified as a water, but it does leave a burn. So it's a very interesting one, right? Yeah, you tell yourself that? Well, you'll never know. That's the thing, Greg. You'll never know. Also, I would highly advise anyone doing that much money, primarily you specifically, because I will warn you now, I will only see maybe of that £50, I would probably maybe only see £20 max. I owned Mario Kart. I gave it away because I wasn't playing it. Oh, nice layer. I had payday today, so I was quite happy until I had to throw my money at stuff I had to pay for. And then I was sad. And then Greg was generous enough to gift 20 memberships. Yeah, because YouTube takes 45%, but because I think you pay on mobile, 30% of that gets taken by Apple or Google, and then the rest, then what's left from that gets divvied up between me and YouTube. Because Apple and Google have to skim their bit from the top for you using their devices. Ridiculous. I'll be honest, I was for a little while thinking, oh man, it'd be cool to have like a PO box. But then I'm like, there's a lot of hassle that comes in with having a PO box. So I was like, maybe I don't want a PO box. It's a lot of effort to set up and worry about. Oh, that's what I wanted to check. I believe they are doing a Starlink launch. However, I think it got delayed, didn't it? To like Monday by the looks of it. Let me check. Let me have a look. Regulatory standpoint, Flight 8 is go. That was 8 hours ago. Oh no. Oh, countdown to launch on Monday. There you go. So it did change. Okay. That's fine. I thought it did change. I don't know why. I was hoping that it was definitely going to be on Friday. I should have known. None of this stuff, whenever I'm happy for, is going to go. Miss the old grass septile. Your good starter. See, that's the thing, right? I'm not overly excited about the ZA starters. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad by any stretch of the imagination. But obviously being a Gen 4 fanboy, I'm kind of annoyed that in both of the Legends games so far, we haven't had a Gen 4 starter. We've had Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 2. We've pretty much fully done Gen 2 at this point. Gen 3. You know, but we haven't had Gen 4. It's annoying. It saddens me. Saddens me greatly. Kind of wish that we got some stuff. Yeah, that was the other thing as well. Again, funnily enough, the only one that they're missing from that is Cyndaquil. And I think they couldn't pick Cyndaquil because they used Cyndaquil in the last game. We had Oshawott last game. And Oshawott was Gen 5. And we had Gen 5 in this game as well. It's kind of like, really? Gen 5? Gen 2? Where on earth is my Gen 4 love? Granted, we had Legends, a whole game on Gen 4, but you know what I mean. Kind of was hoping that we'd see a Gen 4 starter. So close to Rally Boom details. Rally Boom? What's that for, Slayer? I brain no worky. I mean, we know for a high probability that we're going to see the Gen 1 starters in ZA because Charizard is there. And it would be a bit unfair to have Mega Charizard, but not Mega Venusaur or Mega Blastoise. Animate the Rally Boom. Oh, I see. Yeah. Hopefully it will get done. Hopefully you'll be able to do it. That's one thing I wish I could do is drawing, because I was like, oh man, I wish I could animate stuff, but I can't. I don't have the skill set. And I know it takes a lot of work to do a lot of the animation stuff. You got given, yeah, that's why I was kind of not surprised to see Charizard there, because you got them in XY. So I'm kind of wondering if they were going to give us that same choice. That's what I'm wondering. If they're going to give us the same choice, but obviously they've just done it for Charizard for the minute because they know everyone loves Charizard. Because they're not sick of ramming Charizard down our throats. Oh, Mega Aegislash could be so cool. Oh, it could be so cool. I love Aegislash's design. Watching Godzilla Kong and detailing the rest. Damn, you're a seventh of the way to go. Goodness gracious, Slayer. That sounds like a lot of work that I would definitely not be up for doing. Yeah, Mega Aegislash could be pretty sick. I think there are a lot of Megas that could be pretty cool. See, I think for me it depends on the starter that I pick. Depends on what one I go for. Oh, goodness, Slayer. Good luck. Hopefully, you can just grind your way through it. Put on the new Godzilla one. The Godzilla one that came out last year or whatever it was. The one that won a bunch of awards. Just stick that one on after Godzilla vs. Kong and just watch that. You see, I can't pick between Totodile or Tepeg. I think it depends, right? If the starters get a Mega, I think it depends on what the Mega looks like. Depends on what route I go. Because Mega for Alligator could look freaking insane. Just like more crocodile in nature, you know. An Embor, I'm not entirely sure how well they could do that. -1, is it? Yeah. Tyranitar or... Oh, I think you gotta go Tyranitar. Don't get me wrong, Baxcalibur is pretty cool looking, but you can't beat a good Tyranitar. Tyranitar and Aggron, can't beat those guys. They're my faves. But I think it depends on what starter I go for, depends on what Kanto starter I go for. So if I go Totodile, I'll probably go Venusaur. No, I'll probably go Charmander. If I go Embor, I'll probably go Bulbasaur. And then Chikorita would obviously be Squirtle, would be the smart way to do it. Just so it covers the weakness from the starter. But you know, Mega Blastoise, pretty freaking sweet. I think out of the three, it's my favorite. It was indeed, Slayer. You cannot go wrong with a Mecha Tyranitar. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I don't mind Charizard's Megas. But it's a bit selfish, isn't it? I think there's like 2 Pokemon who have 2 different Megas, and it's Mewtwo and Charizard. Like, come on. Give it to something else. Let another Pokemon get 2. Why is Charizard got to have 2? Why is he the special one? I feel like they couldn't make their mind up and they had 2 designs. Pseudo mascot. Yeah, see, that's the problem. I just really wish that, you know, some other Pokemon got 2. If all the starters got 2, I don't think I would have cared. I think it's literally just the fact that Charizard got to, that it's just like, really? Give it to the Charizard? Ugh. Mewtwo, yeah, Mewtwo kind of makes sense lore-wise. Charizard, though, yeah, pure fan service. Give another one to Greninja. Hell, here's an idea. I think Froakie should have been a starter choice for ZA. Give it a Mega and make Ash Greninja the Mega form of Greninja. That could have been freaking amazing as a way to bring that Pokemon back into the limelight. Give it a different name, but keep it that style. That could have been pretty sweet. $44.99. This next one's going to be the last one for today. We're going to chat for a bit longer, though, I'm sure. Okay, last check. Let's see. No. No. No Shaymin today. That is fine. I can live with that. I can live with that. Man, 4,500. Well on our way to full odds now. Well on our way. It's weird. Here's another question. Can you deny memberships? Can you be like, no, I don't want a membership? It's weird because it says 19. Imagine they gave Charizard Mega Z form in ZA. Oh, God. Could you imagine they give him another form? I mean, we already know that... we already know he's got his original 2. So, yeah, they give him a third one. Oh. I mean, it's interesting. I don't know if we're going to be due... Ooh, that's the only other thing. Could we get regional evolutions for the starters? Is that something that is potentially on the cards? Could we potentially see a... what is it? A Kalos Ember, a Kalos for Alligator, and a Kalos Meganium. Either that or Megas. Why not both? Why not both? That's my question. Why not give them... Because then only that regional form can Mega. Not their normal one. Because that will be the argument going forward, right? Is that why can't the normal one Mega in every game? So it could be both. It could be both. Who knows? Who knows? Well, I mean, we only time will tell on that, unfortunately. As with everything, only time will tell. I'm gonna quickly shoot some messages to some people, figure out some stuff for this weekend. In all likelihood, though, if I am streaming tomorrow, it will be a members-only stream, and it will also be probably a surprise thing, unless I get confirmation tonight. So we're just going to assume that it's just going to be, you know, a special thing. And then I'll be back Wednesday to do more. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will get us up to 6K. And then I'm going to try and get to full odds before I go away. I go away, I leave on the 16th, but I'm not streaming on the 15th because I've got to go to bed late, early, because I've got to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning on the Sunday. So That week might just be a full stream week. We shall see. I might stream on the Sunday as well, on the 9th. God, this is coming thick and fast. Either way, there's going to be more stuff coming in the future. I'm going to try and get some stuff prepped and in the works. This kind of week. Oh, he's out today, isn't he? That's why he's not messaging me. That's fine. But yeah, no, I think is the plan. So 6K before holiday. I'll probably take the week off after I come back, maybe just to give me a bit of time to recuperate, and then maybe starting April, I'm gonna get a proper stream schedule back up, and also probably start back on Rowlet as well, hopefully. So there's gonna be some interesting stuff happening over the next few days. This month is prep month. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you again, Greg, for your very, very generous gifting of memberships. I cannot thank you enough for that. Nothing I could do would ever pay thanks. What else? That's it. Hopefully, I might see you all tomorrow for a members stream. Or if not, I will see you Wednesday with more Shaymin Hunting. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Enjoy the rest of have a good weekend. If I do see you, have a good weekend anyway. And yeah, I will see you all later. Bye.